I would love to do a video here in Morocco. It would be amazing. But I have a record company that's really cheap, so they would not give me the budget. But we're working on that. The second question, which was the Britney Spears question, I like to bring new artists, especially artists that are not from my genre of music, which is reggae, into reggae. Out of Many One Music album, which we did, was really just a reggae, authentic reggae album. It was not a commercial album. We never made it to be a pop album. It was just made to be an underground reggae record. And because of that, it was, the dynamics of it was unusual, because we brought somebody like a Neo in to do one drop, hardcore, lovers rock reggae. You know what I mean? I like doing things like that, where imagine Madonna on a hardcore dancehall record. You know, nobody's expecting that, you know what I mean? So these are the things that I like to do. And third and last, which is your first question, why did I take so long? People go through things in their career. Nobody's career just runs. And right, and there are obstacles that hit you throughout your career that you have to go head on. One of those obstacles was, you know, after Hot Shot, we sold millions of records. My record company dissolved. You know, all the people that used to be a part of my team from the record company side were all fired. And they moved me to another record company with a bunch of people who are brand new, and they're not as passionate about this reggae act. And so that took some adjustment, and I bounced around from there to other labels till finally I was dropped from the label. And then I had to change management, because my management and it wasn't working, and that took a couple of years to go through different managers to find out what worked. So in the meantime, while I was not doing mainstream music, I was doing underground reggae. So I went and did Church Eden, and an album called Intoxication, which is not really big commercial record, but they're underground reggae records. Church Eden was #1 in dancehall for 19 weeks. Was a massive record, but on the underground. And I kept touring like reggae festivals and underground stuff, straight up until I felt I had the team that I had and the opportunity. We signed a new contract with Sony, and decided, let's go back to mainstream music, which the song we came with was I Need Your Love. And now we followed up with Only Love, and now we're back, and we're slated for a brand new Shaggy release in a couple of weeks. I had just the dates. I didn't try anything exotic as yet, which is, I'm looking forward to that, because I always try to do that. A friend of mine, Red One, who's a big producer, and Red and I, we just put a record out now with Enrique and Soraya and all of us. So him and I have been talking back and forth on the phone about places to go and things to see and what to eat. So, you know, and he's from Morocco, so, you know, I'm looking forward to that. I wish I had a crystal ball to know what I know now then. You gotta remember, when I came out in 1993, we had Oh Carolina. It was such a massive record that people call me a one-hit wonder. That used to be the line that they put on all the newspaper, especially in London. They had this, I remember the Sun writing all this stuff, he's a one-hit wonder. And then I put out Mr. Bombastic, and they wrote, Bombastic is driving me ballistic. This record isn't even worth the press it's being on. That was, I was just thinking about you. Thank you. I was like, where's the tea guy? Yeah, thank you very much, man. I like this, by the way. Anyway. So they were telling me all these things, that these records, you know, it's like, oh, he's a one-hit wonder, you know. I'm the biggest 10-hit wonder you can see, because every year they write me off anyway. It's like, it's, you know, and now I'm back, and people is like, you know, how the fuck is he back? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. People just don't, you know, and you know, I'm like that itch. It's like, he won't go away. You know, so But the thing is that we have fans, and we have people that love what we do. So it allows me an opportunity to come back in when I want. You know, I'm sure just like people are surprised now, industry people who, I give you a great story. When we came back with I Need Your Love, there were radio stations in America that played it and did very well. And there were other stations that were like, well, I don't know if I should play it because it's Shaggy, he's from the 90s. You know, how does he connect with our younger generation right now? You know what I'm saying? They were like wondering that. So they were scared to play the record because they don't think it would connect. But then the numbers on the record was doing so well. So they had to figure out what to do. And then the minute what they ended up doing was the program director said to me, I ended up playing your old stuff to research it. And it researched very well with the younger people. Which simply means that your fans is the reason for your longevity. Your fans is the reason why you will be relevant. It will not be the press. It will not be the record company. It will not be an executive. It will not be anybody else but your fans. Your fans will be the only reason why you will be wealthy. Wealth not in the sense of money, but wealth in the sense that you have the ability to tell somebody to fuck off.